Hey, Nelson, alcoholic addict. That's not my real name. I use a pseudonym here at LOL Sober. I have been on a lot of airplanes recently, and man, it is as unfun as ever to be flying. Airports, planes are packed. It's hard to get a car when you get off the plane. Lots of grumpy people, and the airlines do not cater to my every want and need. I'm not sure what's wrong with them. But on one recent plane ride, I saw something pretty cool. An older couple, probably 80 years old or so, they got on early and were sitting right in one of the first rows. And they sat down, and everybody who walked past them, they fist bumped and said something like, "Let's have a good flight." And at first I was thinking, oh God, I don't really need to be touching any strangers on an airplane as I board. But people seem to they seem to really like it, and I liked it. It was like this totally unnecessary gesture, and it served no real purpose other than for the morale of a bunch of people who don't know each other. But I will tell you that whole plane ride felt a little different. People were a little less irritated, a little bit less in a rush, and, a few more smiles to go around. And, it hit me, that small gesture of kindness, it really mattered. And when the plane landed and everybody could get up and get off, I noticed there wasn't the usual rush to get off the plane. And, people stood up and they started to collect their things to get off the plane. But I noticed that everybody gave that couple a chance to get moving first. And they were a little older and they took a while. But it wasn't just me that appreciated that cute little moment that couple passed along to everybody on a plane. And it was a good reminder that not all good deeds need to be gigantic. Holding a door, putting a shopping cart back, fist bumping every bozo with a carry-on bag in their hands. These small things add up to just a kinder, gentler life, especially for an addict like me. I need to be doing as much as possible to be of service to others. Big things, small things, everything in between. Because if I don't, I start to drift back into just thinking about myself, and that's just not a good place to be. And I had a good couple of days afterward, and it helped me double down on something I've been trying to do recently, which is that I try to tip people that I interact with, not just the people you're expected to tip with, like, when you get your hair cut or at a restaurant and they leave a spot on the receipt for you to tip. Like, I try to give a couple extra bucks to, the cashier at Dunkin' Donuts or McDonald's or the gas station, the person who makes my sandwich at Subway. Why not? These people, they work really hard and nobody ever tips them. And so I do that. And oftentimes they're very much caught off guard and very appreciative. And, but I will be upfront and honest. I'm a work in progress still. And I really have to watch out for my motives because, even when I do kind things like I'm describing right now, I tend to let my hand hover over that tip jar just a little bit long until the worker notices my incredible kindness and acknowledges it. I need them to know what a superhero that I am. And this weekend I really caught myself doing that. I bought $12 worth of stuff at a 7-Eleven, and I gave the guy a 20, and I just thought, you know what? Keep the change. And he said, okay. And that was it. Nothing. He went back up doing his job, and I picked up my stuff and slowly started to leave. I wanted to give him plenty of time to just pour on appreciative words towards me, the amazing human being that he just interacted with, who gave him $7. And he gave me nothing. He just kept doing his job. And as I walked to the car, I was muttering under my breath about how could this clown not recognize my kind-heartedness? How could he not be in debt forever to the guy who just gave him $7 and change? And luckily I caught myself. I can laugh now. These bonkers conversations inside my head, they last a lot less time than they used to. And so by the time I put my stuff in the car and unlocked doors, I was laughing at my inability to just do a kind gesture for the sake of doing a kind gesture. So, as usual, I guess I'll keep coming. Thanks for letting me share.